Morning, Scott.
Morning, Neil.
D-Day, June 6, 1944. We played this on the anniversary a few weeks ago on June
Yeah.
6th. Yeah. I think a lot of people played D-Day oriented scenarios that day when we were on Vassal.
Yeah, I kind of stole the idea from the Puget Sound guys. They were doing a big D-Day Vassal tournament.
Yeah, we're playing Gavin Take, which takes place shortly after the landings. I don't know, hours after the landing. And General Gavin against the Germans. I'm the Germans. You're the Americans coming on board.
Maloney Force.
Maloney Force.
Gavin Maloney and Osberg.
Oh yeah, Osterberg was it?
Osberg. Osberg.
So I'm setting
Yeah.
up. I'm all concealed because you come on board, and I think I have my mediums up in that building in R3 S3. Start taking some shots at you as you come on board.
Yeah, my plan. I mean, you don't really have much of a choice for plans. The way the American setup is, you got two different forces coming on board. One on the west side, one on the east side of the village there.
Yeah, they had to come in those specific hexes, right? If I remember.
Yeah.
And the objective is, I have to keep you from getting, or you have to get at least one squad off of Q10, which is a bridge just off the south end there.
Yeah, one squad, one leader.
Right. And for every squad I get off, you have to increase your squad count by one, something like that.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the name of the scenario implies, it's a little bit of give and take. What do you do? Do I try to get some guys off or try to hold you as much as possible or balance the two? And I didn't know what I was going to do until you came on and things started happening.
Yeah, I mean, and like Osberg, they got some good terrain on that left side to get on board. Gavin and Maloney, I decided to kind of split that group, and Maloney came on first they successfully popped some smoke because I knew you had line of sight right there to that Y2, Y3, X2 area intersection, and but then I wanted to bring Gavin in to the village, the east side of the village there, and
Where is Gavin? Is he under V? Is he in the V1 hex?
yeah,
Is that where he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I broke a couple units coming on, but other than that, I didn't get a lot. You double time some guys around over on the east there, and I'm reacting, trying to move some German units over south of the hill.
Yeah, I was trying to like split that force over there. Maloney, go down east of that hill, down around behind you, and then kind of have Gavin come up and punch you right in the face.
Which is kind of what happened. And the Germans have to set up in that red perimeter, basically in the village center there, and then move out and react as the Americans move on. So that's what I'm doing now.
I had a little trouble with Osberg. They were never really. The plan was just to go down around the west side of the village there, and I didn't want to go all the way around the hills, but I just figured it'd take too long. But
yeah, it's a long path if you go all the way around. And I think I had line of sight. Even if you ran around the back side of the hill on that level 1, I think I had some line of sight with the medium with Franz back there. So
yeah, but Osberg, they eventually managed to get across the road, but and start to push down that way, but it kind of stalled out.
which is probably fine because that's not the side where I had problems, really. It's the right side where I have problems, where Gavin's going to come in, as we'll see. It's hard to stop a 10-3.
Yeah.
With some units. It's very difficult to do unless you get a lucky shot somewhere. Yeah. And I made, I don't know, maybe this turn or the next turn, I made an error. Once my right flank kind of gets beaten up a little bit, I kind of screwed up, and I think it's the mistake that kind of cost me the game, at least keeping me in it. We'll see that coming up here.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky. I was able to. Maloney was able to rally the broken squad, and then they were able to double time and jump right back in there on the
Hmm.
west side.
Yeah.
Now Gavin and his guys are trying to get across the road. Was able to get some smoke down.
Yeah, I'm taking some pot shots at you, but yeah, you have a smoke exponent of 3, so definitely smart to use it to get across the roads. I don't think I did much to you get as you're running across the road because of the smoke. You pop smoke on the other side too with Osberg. But you've already run guys. It's only second turn. Your guys are hooking around that hill 522 already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gavin's. He was across the road, then he moved back. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, there they go. Oh,
I forgot. I think I forgot something there.
yeah,
We
uh,
skipped the advance phase and went
yeah,
straight to advance,
yeah,
advancing fire, and went straight to advance.
yeah. Brain fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, my right side here is gonna collapse shortly. Obi-Wan Gavin is coming in. I have some units in T9 set up to at least repulse your advance around Hill 522. At least that's the
Yeah, you
hope,
got him.
anyway.
Yeah, you got him down there quick.
But on the west side, left side there, I've got those 2 squads now in M7, and I'm bringing Franz down as well for support.
Yeah, and I think in hindsight, if I played this again, I would take Osberg and his guys and bring them more like the N2, N1, N2 building. Kind of come more at the center of the village.
Here's where it starts going south for me. Gavin and gang just broke everything on the right side of the village, and they routed back. Now, essentially, I didn't have anything covering the right flank. You've got it completely open. You're just basically going to march down the road here in a minute.
Yeah, you got Hans there.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
I think he was pinned and he couldn't route with the other
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I routed him back, but we moved him back because he was pinned. And the guy in the road there in Q7 is a leader, so I have no firepower to bring to bear anywhere on that road. Gavin and
Yeah,
a
everything's
squad just
broke.
run down the road. I
Yeah.
had nothing to cover that road. That was my biggest mistake in this scenario. So you're getting ready to. You're probably trying to figure out how to eliminate these guys for failure to route, but I don't think you did it.
No, I was trying to. I just couldn't. Um, I probably could have if I had moved one squad in behind you, but I was still wanting to push down the board, so I didn't want to screw around too much with trying to eliminate them.
So I routed those guys back. I broke leader A. I think that was Hans. Broke him on purpose so he could route back. You were just gonna advance in
Was
if I
it
had taken.
Hans or
I
Franz?
believe it was Hans. I think Franz. Where's Dieter? Oh, Dieter's in the road there.
Yeah. Look at me! Look at me!
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was trying to bring him over to support the squads in T9, T10. Um, that's as far as he could get. He had to stop in the road. And I think I still have Franz up in P4, 8-1. I don't think he's broken. Those are my 3 leaders. Yeah, Hans is broken. So we're on turn
Yeah.
3.
I ended up bringing Osberg over to the N2 building there, but I think I would have been better served just bringing the other 2 squads with him.
You mean the guys in L56?
Yeah. Instead of trying to go that way, if I would have came more at the center of the building, I would have had a better chance of eliminating some of your guys for failure to
Mm,
route and
yeah.
put more put more pressure on you.
I mean, we're about
Because
half. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it's just the way I did it. It just didn't. I wasn't able to get enough pressure on you, really.
I don't know how much pressure you needed. My center there is looking pretty ragged, and we're about halfway through. All hope is not lost for the Germans yet, but it's looking pretty
No.
dire. Yeah,
Well, yeah, yeah. The game and the whole game, it felt like the Americans were pretty much dominating. But as we'll see, I mean, it came right down to the end. So
yeah. It's at the end. The problem was the Gavin coming down that road, well, breaking those guys on the right, and then him coming down the road forced most of those guys, all those guys, to route backwards, which took them out of the game pretty much. Not out of the game, but it delayed them because then they had to be rallied, and then they're going to have to move forward to cover the exit hex. It just
yeah.
created a lot of problems for me. I mean, even though you didn't eliminate them for failure to route, just being able to cut them off and force them to route backwards caused big problems for me.
Well, my right hook is landing down here.
Yeah, you're moving in. Oh God, here comes Gavin. He's like, "We're going for the bridge, boys. Let's go." Dieter's I can't remember. Is that an open ground hex or a woods hex?
Yeah. No, I think it's open ground.
He's
But
cringing in the open there.
I kind of had to do that. But then that opened up room. That took the pressure off of Franz. It
Yeah,
gave them some room to maneuver south. So
yeah. I was able to. I think in the end, I was able to bring them forward a little bit to try to cover the exit road because I needed to, at the end here, I needed to bring as much fire to bear on the Q10 area as I could. You've got
and
some.
my guys on the left there on the west side, they're finally starting to move. But
Yeah, my squads in M9 broke, fell back. I saw I managed to break some Americans over on the right there. I think
yeah,
I M9. I can't remember if I rallied that guy or if I was just removing DM. I really needed those guys in M9 though. It was a suicide
I really
mission.
yeah.
Suicide, but I was going to try to move him into N9 to keep Gavin busy.
Yeah, I was hoping to get those guys, but you're moving back. You're moving Franz back down towards the
Yeah.
bottom of the village, and it's like I'm gonna have to try and cover both sides of the road there.
Oh, I think you.
Took out Dieter.
Yeah, Dieter was in Q10. He's gone. He must have smoked him.
Yeah,
I don't see. Huh. I don't see any crazy roll that you made though. But yeah, they're gone. He must have gotten killed. Yeah, look at. I mean, you've got the Q10 surrounded by 4 squads and a 10-3 leader right now, and we're on your turn 5. It's looking bad for me.
but I only got one turn left, so after
Yeah,
this, and it's like, so I'm trying to figure out how to set it up for the last turn. I'm
and I'm.
starting to get a little, starting to get a little nervous. Like, well, I should be able to do this, but I wasn't sure.
Well, my thinking is, okay, I have limited firepower left. I got to get everything within line of sight of Q10 because you have to go through Q10 to get onto the bridge to get off. That's my only goal. Get everything in line of sight of Q10 for the last push. Because I wasn't going to get anything down there. You just have a wall of firepower, so I wasn't going to get anything off the bridge myself. I had covered as much as I could. Didn't you generate a hero at some point? Oh, right there, morale check. Yeah, you rolled a snake
Yeah,
eyes.
Osberg. Yeah,
Oh
Osberg
yeah,
took.
Hosberg went heroic. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, what I was trying to do is clear that R6 building. At least, break you, maybe eliminate you for failure to route or reduce you, and then have Osberg. And I think it was just a half squad at this time. Yeah, it was just to jump in there in close combat and take you out. But
Now you had Gavin in a squad in building O10, and you moved out of it, which really surprised me. And as soon as you moved out, I moved to that squad G to move into it to cover the road.
yeah, that was kind of a mistake on my part. What I was trying to do was get line of sight to R6 because I was going to use Gavin in that
Hmm.
squad for a fire base. And
I mean, it didn't really work for me, but I had to take the opportunity. I had to get into O10. I was going to leave them in N10 and take snapshots across the Q10 bridge hex spine, but you were probably going to advance everything off anyway, anything that remained. So I moved them into O10 next to
well, those
Gavin.
yeah, the two squads in M9, they were broken, so I wasn't too worried about them. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wasn't able to keep DM on them, and then you ended up self rallying,
I
and
think
then
that one's still broken, but I self rallied G
yeah,
squad G. Yeah.
yeah. So then that was a little fly in the ointment for my final drive. But so now I'm running Osberg down the road. I'm trying to freeze these guys.
So I can't remember how many unbroken squads I have. Now I'm taking shots at you and probably rolling like crap. I assume. I rolled a 7 and a 6, but shit, with a 10 minus 3 leader, you're gonna pass pretty much everything.
Right.
I needed like KIAs here. I did break something there with either residual or subsequent. Yeah, you're just making a run for the bridge. Pin those guys. And a pin works for me,
Yeah.
but I can't remember what you had in that hex. Squad, Gavin, something broken.
I had another leader, another squad. I think it was it ended up pretty close, but I was able to get one squad and one leader to advance off.
Yeah, there they go. I think at this point, once you got them off, now it's my turn. I'm thinking, okay, you've got Squad H just sitting there.
Hmm.
I'd have to be in close combat with them. I can't get anything off. The bridge is basically blocked at this point. I think I threw in the towel. Yeah, and said, "There's
Yeah.
I can't get out because bridge hex is blocked to get off."
You would have had to eliminate him. You had to get a KIA.
Yeah, I'd have to get a prep fire KIA and then somehow get
Yeah.
around that wall of 747s. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
threw in the towel. But yeah, it was fairly close, even though my not covering my right side and letting you get around really cost me. It was still fairly close,
Hmm.
which
Yeah.
makes sense because this is a super balanced scenario from the record.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I thought to me it felt like the Americans were just dominating, but it was a lot closer than I thought it would end up being.
Yeah, if I could have just got a little more firepower on Q10 as you're moving off. Yeah, I didn't need KIAs. I just needed breaks and pins, basically.
Well, I think we talked about this too. Is I should have tried to pop smoke in like Q9 or Q10,
Yeah.
but I was trying to break. I was like using half my guys to try and break
Hmm.
your fire base there, and then I wanted the rest of them to be able to move. And even with a smoke exponent of 3, it's still like 50-50. And then if you roll a 6, you're done.
Yeah.
So
And you pretty
uh,
much did break my firebase. All I had was, I think, a medium and a half squad. I think an R6, and then that squad in O10 covering the road at the end there. So,
yeah, but you get some if you place even a 2 residual, and then I got a morale of 7, and there's probably -2, -1 non-assault, and -1 open
hmm,
ground, and yeah.
my last hope was that prep fire on the medium machine gun in R6 onto probably squad H, hoping for, I don't know, a miracle and rate of fire. I got neither. Rolled a 9. That's when I threw it in. Rolled a 9. I'm like, I'm done. It's over.
That was fun scenario though. Played quick. So
Yeah, we play this in one session, or not one session, but one day, which is pretty quick for us. I think we did
yeah,
two sessions.
I was just gonna say that. I think we did. Yeah, we played it all in one day. We took a break for lunch, but we finished it up. Yeah.
Yeah, Gavin take is one of those classic ASL scenarios, and good day to play it on, June 6th.
Yeah.
What did you learn? I haven't done this for a while, but what did you learn from this scenario?
Oh, you're just gonna drop that on me?
Yeah,
I gotta think of something. Uh,
just drop that bomb on you.
I guess I kind of learned not to prep fire so much. That was one thing I. It's hard not to prep fire, but I really tried to focus on not doing it. Just move. Drop, pop smoke, move, use assault fire, just keep moving.
Yeah,
And I think, yeah, I thought it worked pretty good. So
yeah. When you have it's hard to resist the call to prep fire when you have a 10 minus 3 leader to soften things up. I think what I learned is always cover your flanks. That when we were playing and I was watching, how thing obviously it played out a lot slower, but as it played out, it suddenly dawned on me, the way it had gone, that you could just march down the road. And I think I said, I don't know, I probably said something like, "Oh shit," or thought, "Oh shit," and sure enough, you just you just casually walked down that entire length of the road because
well, yeah,
I
but
had
you were
nothing to
you
cover it.
were you were limited on setup though, so yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
could set up.
I could have brought. I had Franz and some units over on the left side. Um, I don't know. There could have been a better way to kind of have something to cover that road. I just left it completely exposed. If I would have had even one squad with line of sight to that road, you probably wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have taken that risk, even just one squad. But I had nothing with line of sight to any of those road hexes.
Yeah,
There's no way you were going to march Gavin and a squad down a road, even with one squad with line of sight to it. You wouldn't take that risk. And that caused all kinds of problems when you got around behind my guys. So
yeah, it definitely, yeah,
always watch your flanks.
yeah. That was a good scenario.
So what was the aftermath here? I think the Germans, yeah,
Historically won, yeah.
yeah, they denied Gavin his bridge, at least temporarily. Obviously, they took it later. Somebody took it later. But yeah, that was a good scenario.
Of course, I love playing the Americans. So
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The only time I get to choose to play the Americans is if I've lost the previous scenario, and we're playing a scenario with Americans. That's about the only time I get to play.
I know
But
it just crushes my soul when you say, I think I'll take the Americans. Like, no.
the thing is I historically, at least from our play record, I don't do that well with the Americans. I don't know why.
I don't have no idea why I might do good with them either, but I don't.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've played them over the years. I'd have to look. I've probably only played them like 6 times that we've played, American versus whatever other nationality, Germans or Italians or whatever. I think I've played them 6 times. I think I've won once or twice or something. I don't have a great record
Yeah.
with them anyway. I don't know why.
Probably just haven't, somebody hasn't allowed you to play them enough, probably.
It's your fault, damn it.
Yeah.
Uh, I think we're gonna do a couple more Elst. I think we have like 3 more of those to do.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
you can
Oust.
you can do eat. I'll make them kind of short. Try to make them short.
Yeah.
And then was this the last scenario played or? Oh no, guards counterattack. We have an
Yeah.
AAR video of that to do. I need to throw that together. Yeah, guards counterattack will be the next regular ASL scenario that we do for an AAR.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Yeah, that one was chaotic, at least on the sniper activation.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Dead Eye strikes again.
Blind Eye.
Blind
Yeah,
Eye.
that's just the story of Dead Eye and Blind Eye.
Pretty much. Yeah, not to spoil it, but
Yeah.
I'm almost certain my sniper won me that game.
Uh,
Pretty sure.
Possibly, yeah.
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 If you would have had the leaders he didn't smoke, it might have gone a little different. But yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, you're giving too much away.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. For anyone who's actually watching at this point in this video, I'm totally spoiling the next one.
Uh,
So actually,
no,
I'm not spoiling it for anybody probably.
no.
Okay, cool. Good game.
All right.
We'll see you
Yep.
next time.
All right. Later.
Adios.